Okay, so 1,500 points of Post-Human Republic. We'll start with a Hera and Guardian, evil drop walkers with the ability to hop about and be really annoying. Then attached to them are two squads of Valkyrie jetpack women with submachine guns carried into combat by a Triton. Then onto the standard group is two Phobos anti-air walkers carried into battle with Neptune on a Neptune, and attached are Helios. If you don't have anti-air in this game, you're done for. Then the first Immortals Phalanx is normal Immortals with a Triton, and the second Immortals Phalanx attached to these Immortals are two Menchits, flame tanks with missile launchers on them, again carried in by a Neptune. Then the second Immortals Phalanx is the Long Reach, which Dan's actually taught me to use. So that's very interesting that I'm going to use them today. They're carried in they obviously need help with their very heavy rifles, so they're going to come in on the Triton as well. Then we're near the end now. We've got attached to that Immortals Phalanx is a pair of Erebus ECM walkers, essentially. So they're going to try and interfere with the Shaltari targeting systems. Again, a Neptune very important for them as they have to get close to the enemy. And then finally, the Pegasus group are Mercury drones, which help me find things, with their specialist Tritons with the Skyhammer missiles attached to them. Then a Medusa, which is strictly infantry but has the ability to do lots of dirty tricks like attacking tanks and healing her compatriots and stuff like that. Triton X to bring her in. And then finally, for a bit of elite infantry, we've got Sirens carried into combat in their Tritons.
Here we have the Shaltari. We've got 4 Eden Gates, they're the medium transport. 2 Spirit Gates, they're the light transport. 3 Haven Gates, they're the APCs. Here I have Gariel CV2. Yaris, one with ion cannon, one with the microwave cannon. Firstborn. In this heavy group I have the Fire Drake and Panther. The other one I have Jaguars in 2 separate squads. The standard group is Tarantulas. First infantry group is 2 units of Braves. The second one is a unit of Bungari and a Totem. The mission is Intel, and we're playing on a 6x4 foot board, 1,500 points each. It's going to be an interesting one. PHR won the roll-off and got Shaltari to go first. The Braves have activated with 2 Haven Gates and an Eden, and moved up and dropped into these 2 buildings. PHR activated the command first. The commanders walked on. There. They have shot at the building with the Braves in, causing 4 points of damage and 1 for falling masonry. The Valkyries have moved on to the building just in front of them as well. Shaltari's second activation, the Totems have activated this gate. They're staying dematerialised. PHR's second activation, normal Immortals have moved to this building, and Menchits have deployed over here near the commander as well. Shaltari third activation, one of the Jags is deployed through the gate there, the other one staying dematerialised. PHR fourth activation, the Phobos have moved around to the building here, got out ready, and their attending Helios have come on here, shot at the building causing 4 more damage and another falling mason damage to the infantry inside. Shaltari's activated the command group, the Gariel's deployed there. Yaris have deployed through the light spirit gate and have zoomed all the way over there. PHR Longreach have moved on and deployed to there. Their accompanying Erebus are staying in transport just there. Shaltari went next with Hungary deploying into this building. Their Totem estate dematerialised. Mercury drones have come on and went there. Their Sirens have moved into that building. And the Medusa has moved over here with her Triton X going to the ground. Activation, the Fire Drake has moved on. Shot at the Helios of there, causing no damage. However, the Panther walked on here, managing to kill one of them. PHR won the roll-off, chose to go first. The Sirens found an objective in the intel there and have ran off with it. The drones using the Skyhammer missiles have shot at the building, causing some more damage to them guys there. And the Medusa has activated, moved around the corner and has shot at and killed the Galvial. Also the Triton X has shot the Yari with the ion cannon. I've activated the Panther group, it shot at the Helios causing no damage.
Very lucky.
The Fire Drake has moved over, shot at the command squad of Heavers, causing 1 damage to the bodyguard.
Similarly lucky.
The Long Reach have activated, looked for the intel, couldn't find it, went to the wall and shot at the Panther, causing no damage. Their Erebus have moved over, got out, their Neptune has shot at the building, causing no damage. I've activated the Pungari, they've got out and ran across to this building. Their Totem was activated with the gate's moved over, it went back to the deck there. Totem's got out, caused 1 point of damage to the Neptune and has shot at but failed to hurt the Erebus. The Phobos group has activated, the Helios have shot at, damaged the building there, causing 3 falling masonry damage. The Phobos over here have moved around, 1 has shot at the building with the Pungari, causing damage to the building and 2 falling masonries. The other Phobos has shot at the Eden Gate, causing 2 points of damage. I activated the Brave group, this group was sucked up by this Haven Gate. The one that was there with 1 guy left was sucked up by this gate and stayed dematerialised. The first group has come through this Haven, Spirit Gate even, and has deployed into that building. The normal immortals have activated, they found a booby trap.
Boo hiss!
They took a total of 2 damage and have moved on to that building. Their associated Menchit A2s with their horrible flamers have moved up and burnt my Braves there.
Huzzah!
No! The missiles and the Neptune missiles failed to do any damage to the building. Activated the Jag group. This one's activated through this gate, moved over and deployed there. The one this side has walked over. It has shot at and killed 1 of the Erebus and caused another damage point to their transport.
That's it.
PHR have activated the commander. They've shot at the building along with the Valkyrie's Triton. Then the Valkyries have jumped in and the commanders have moved over after as well. The Tarantula group has activated with this gate, moved over, deployed there. The gate has gone to the deck after. Shaltari command group has activated. The Yari has shot at the Medusa, causing 1 point of damage and has ran away. First ones have used this gate to move over to jump into that building there with the Immortal Long Reach. Their last Haven gate is activated with this Eden and jumped across to there. I've activated the Tarantulas who have moved forward, shot at, causing 1 point of damage to 1 of the Phobos and have laser podded and caused 1 damage to the Erebus there. I tried activating this gate with them and going to the deck, managed to crash it, trying to get away from the Phobos. PHR Helios group and Phobos have activated. This Helios has moved up, shot and killed my Spirit Gate over here. The Phobos over here have managed to get a line on off 1 of them and killed my Spirit Gate there. And the Neptune has shot at the building, failing to cause any damage with the Pungari.
Oh, just, I forgot to do something. Am I still allowed to shoot?
I activated the Jag group. This one I moved and then AI'd it there, causing no damage to the Triton. It has shot at and killed the Erebus. This one had already targeted the Erebus, causing no damage. It also AI'd the Neptune, managing to make it crash, but causing no damage to my Totem underneath.
Ooh.
I've activated my command group, just my Yari left. I've moved him over there, shot at and managed to cause 2 points of damage to the Medusa. PHR have activated the Pegasus group. The Medusa and Triton X has moved over and tried shooting at the Jaguar, but it's managed to pass all of its saves, bar 1, which didn't hurt it.
Nope.
The Sirens have moved back on and jumped into this building ready for combat next turn. and the Mercury drones have moved up, shot missiles at the totem, causing no damage there.
Oh, sorry, it was at the Jaguar. I only did it 1 damage.
1 damage to the Tarantula. Activated the group with the Panther and the Fire Drake. The Panther managed to shoot at the Helios there, just behind cover, causing no damage. The Fire Drake has moved over, shot at the Medusa with its big massive distortion cannon and fire and dragon cannon underneath, causing 3 points of damage total. The PHR activated the long reach and now deceased Erebus team. The long reach kick-started combat against the firstborns. The long reach lost 6 to 1 firstborn casualty.
Did better than I thought.
Their transporters waited around for them as well. I've activated the Pungari. They've searched for the intel, didn't find it after the re-roll of 1. Over to this building through that Haven Gate. This gate, Eden has moved up to try saving the totem in the next turn. And I've activated this Eden to move it away from the Helios.
Boom!
I activated my Braves. They kick-started combat. They caused no casualties due to the dodge.
2 dodges.
And
Goodness.
they died. The other Braves have gone into this building using the Haven there. The one in the middle has activated and moved up to there as well. PHR run the roll off. The Medusa has gone first. The Triton has healed it. She has got in, bunny hopped into this building here, so she's now back to 5 wounds. It also kick-started combat here as the Sirens are in there being an occupier. The long reach have lost another 3. They're down to 1 person left. I lost 1 Brave. I killed 1 Immortal and the Sirens took no damage. And over here the drones have shuffled up a little. I activated the 2 Jags. This Jag AA'd and killed 1 of the drones and shot at the Phobos there. Both were on 1 wound. This one has walked around the corner, shot at the Helios, managing to miss because of skimmer and cover, and then shot at the transport there, failing to cause any damage
Tough
at
little
all.
dropship, yes. Tough little dropship.
PHR command is activated. The Valkyries have found intel and jumped to this building. The Pungari was in earlier.
That's right.
Their transporters moved up along with the Hera squad and shot at the Tarantula, causing no damage.
Soaked it up.
Soaked it up, shield saves and all.
Yeah.
The Tarantula was activated, shot at the Hera command squad. The shots was bounced to the Guardian, causing 2 points of damage, and he has scooted away to hide. The Phobos here activated. They shot at the building with the Pungarian, managing to cause some damage with the Neptune and 2 falling masonries. The Helios over here has moved around, shot at my Fire Drake, causing 4 points of damage. I've activated my heavy group with the Panther. It shot at the Helios, causing no damage. The Fire Drake managed to hit it with its template, causing 1 point of damage, and then has moved away. The Immortals activated, but they're locked in combat, so their Menchits have jumped into their Neptune and have moved over to here. Activated the Brave group. They searched for the intel, didn't find it. Used this haven and dematerialised, and rematerialised through that haven into that building there. The Long Reach are stuck in combat, and their other half of the battle group has died. Pungari have searched for this intel, used the haven gate there to jump through into that building. Their totem has moved over, shot at the Heras and the Triton. No damage to the Triton, but causing 1 damage to the Hera. And at the same time, just for ease, the commander's squad last Yaris dematerialised through Eden there, and firstborns are locked in combat. The Phobos group has activated. They've moved up and shot out my gate. Their Neptune has shot at the totem here, causing no damage. Their Helios has moved down and was out of range of the Fire Drake, so he shot at the Jaguar using shaped charges, caused 1 point of damage. I've activated the Panther, which shot at the building here containing the Medusa. 3 points of damage on the building, but none to the Medusa.
So I was worried there, you see, because we didn't know whether her countermeasure save that she gets, her dodge save, counts against falling masonry damage. So maybe your watchers could tell us that. But luckily you rolled 2-1, so I got away with it. But we would love to know if anyone could tell us.
So either way, bit of a moot point, but something needing to look up on.
Yeah, definitely.
The Fire Drake has ran over to this side and managed to get line of sight through there onto the Phobos, managing to hit but cause no damage with the distortion cannon.
She's so frightening.
I activated my Tarantula, who's walked around the corner, managed to get line of sight on the Commander.
Poor Commander.
Who bounced the shot onto the bodyguard and killed the bodyguard, and the laser pod shot at the Triton, failing to do any damage on that. The Phobos group have activated and returned fire at the Fire Drake, causing no damage.
Pity.
Saved. The Neptune has caused no damage as well against the Totem, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Their Helios has moved forward and shot at the Haven Gate, causing 1 point of damage. Activated the Jags. This drag moved up, shot at both Tritons, caused no damage to the front one, destroyed the back one. Shot at the Neptune holding the Menchit, causing no damage there. This drag walked after the Helios, failed to do any damage there.
Tenacious wee beastie, that.
And shot and caused 1 point of damage to the Triton X.
Yes.
The PHR's long reach Triton has moved over
well.
and landed there, and their Menchits. I activated the Pungari. They found an objective. They used the Haven into the Eden Gate to get off the board. Their Totem has shot its energy shot onto the Commander, causing 2 points of damage. The Command Squad has activated. The Heavers jumped this way. Reaction fire off the Totem's done nothing. They shot at the building containing the Brave, causing 2 damage to the building but no falling masonry. The Valkyries transport has moved around to here. The Valkyries found an objective in there and have jumped to this building with it. The Braves have activated with some gates. The Braves went to the wall and shot at the building here, causing 1 point of damage but no falling masonry. This gate has moved up. The Haven over here has moved away, and the Yari has stayed dematerialised. The Phobos group have activated. This Helios has moved over, but was out of range of his target, so shot at the Jaguar, causing 2 more points of damage.
Shake charge for the win.
The Neptune off the Phobos has moved over there, landed and shot at, done 1 point of damage, which was enough falling masonry to kill my last Brave.
So always shoot with those dropships, commanders.
The Phobos has shot at and killed my Fire Drake.
At last.
Boo. Activating my Jags. This one's moved away from the building a bit. Shot everything at it, causing 2 points of damage but no falling masonry. This one has moved over. It shot at the Triton, doing no damage. Its main guns onto the building caused 4 damage points and then 1 fallen masonry to the Medusa inside. The Medusa is activated, gone to the wall, shot at, it combined all the shots and destroyed the Jag.
And she found found
Found
the intel.
the intel as well.
Yep.
Sirens here have moved over to there. The drones have moved forward, and the Tritons for the drones has moved over and landed behind the Commander.
Okay.
Panther has activated and shot at the building, causing 2 more points of damage to the building, but again, no falling masonry. The Commander's activated for PHR. The Commander's jumped around the building, shot at and killed the Tarantula. The Valkyries transport has moved around, and they've hopped from this building into there to carry their objective with them, to carry on the meta, and they searched for intel and got more intel there as well, which brings us up to 10-10. the totem was activated, shot down the Neptune there, and shot at the other Neptune on the ground, causing 2 points of damage there as well.
Menchits luckily survived the
Oh, yeah.
landing.
At the end of the game, it's 10-10. It's been a long fight, a
good one, though.
lot of casualties infantry-wise, and I suffered quite badly, especially by my armour and infantry. But on the whole, with one big bloody combat in the middle between Firstborn and pretty much everything else, that could have been a game changer there.